4, 3, 2.
Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Gazebo Experience. Guys, would you take a minute and please join me under the gazebo? Of course, referencing to our new H3 video that I hope everyone enjoyed, the Catfish My Own Kid. God bless you all. Thank you to today. Our sponsors are Robinhood, ExpressVPN, and Honey. And I thank you all for joining us on this beautiful, splendid, blessed Friday. We are truly blessed to be enjoying a Friday together. God. You know, I saw one time I was at a store and the checkout lady, she says to me, "Have a blessed day." And I was like, I don't believe in God, but I just love that. Have a blessed day. Like, damn. Like, good day? No.
Yeah.
Blessed.
That's pretty nice.
I was touched. Like the idea that God and all of his infinite power and wisdom was like, this day is blessed.
For you.
For you and only you. I love that. Not only you. We're all blessed to have a blessed day. I just love it. So have a blessed Friday, everyone. We got a lot to talk about. We're talking about BetterHelp. A lot of controversy there. We are talking about, there's been a story that LaCroix, popular soda pop drink, of which I'm a big fan, is being sued for putting cockroach poison in their drinks. Sounds a little far-fetched.
Sounds horrible.
But is it? Let's find out. We're going to take a deep dive. We've also got up Kanye West, the great Kanye West, had a meeting with Donald Trump that has got a lot of people talking. And so much more. Today on the Join Me Under the Gazebo, would you please, experience. So let's start from the...
Guys, why don't we sit over in the gazebo and talk?
Let's start from the top here. BetterHelp, okay? Now, BetterHelp, I think that there's a lot of misconceptions going around.
Yeah.
I'm not... We're going to take a deep dive.
Oh,
We've
sorry.
also... Oh, no. That wasn't going the whole time, was it?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm not used that my laptop is also...
Right.
So that's good.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Where was that? Ela, can you join me into the gazebo, please? BetterHelp. There's been a lot of misconception about... I'm talking about my involvement with BetterHelp, okay? Let me start from the top.
Yeah.
BetterHelp is an online therapy service, okay? Which they've sponsored one of our podcast episodes a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, a lot of YouTubers have been getting criticized lately for having put BetterHelp reads on their videos about mental health, about them being depressed and such. And a lot of people have been accusing them of being predatory because they're like, oh, I'm so depressed, and here's BetterHelp. They're accusing them of exaggerating their depression to sell BetterHelp or to get a BetterHelp sponsor. I don't know. And then people started going through their terms of service and found some concerning things there as well.
Of the service itself.
In the terms of service, there was something, I don't remember exactly. There was something like they can't guarantee that
Something
your
about
conversation's private, stuff like that. Like, you know, weird stuff. And so, first of all, I want to make clear. Okay, first of all, we had one sponsor with BetterHelp that was 2 months ago, and the topic of mental health was not brought up in association with our read at all.
Yeah.
And to the best of my recollection, I don't think that we even talked about it in that episode.
I don't think.
And it predated our update video when I talked about being depressed by a month at least. Okay. But here's where I think people got thrown off, because Pewdiepie made a new video about it. And he goes through the terms of service and he points out a lot of questionable things, which is fine. And he doesn't like the service and he raises good points about it. But the way that he presented my involvement in it, I thought was a little misleading and a little out of context. And it made it look like I was way more involved with this company than I was. Or even that, it made it look like I used my being depressed to somehow sell BetterHelp. So I want to show you guys, if I could, please, Exhibit A. This is PewDiePie's video. Let me go back a little bit. So here, let's watch this. So he goes on here. He's talking about here.
BetterHelp. I was just joking.
By the way, guys, everyone is a sociopath. Enter the code SHANE for your cheaper online therapy today.
I would never have guessed this was the case. So this leads to a lot of the sponsored videos of these 100 of YouTubers being about mental health, which could actually be a good thing, but they are made so that people sign up for the website.
I'm Scott from Depression to Expression.
So he's saying there's all these YouTubers that are promoting BetterHelp on videos about depression. He has a problem with that. He doesn't think that that's ethical. So here's what he shows here.
If you're looking for anything to miss out on, don't miss out on this. Welcome to Expression. Whoa, I actually messed up there. And completely serious. Before we start, I have so much respect for each and every one of you for watching and being. Why do you ask for my PIN and information now? Okay?
As we know, I've been in therapy. I've been just dealing with a lot of stuff that I need to deal with, and I feel good. Anyways, I feel good. What is that? Probably about.
So you can access professional, affordable, and convenient counseling.
I just hit a wall where it was gotten so bad that it was basically either stop making videos or disappear.
Also, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. More information about that.
So the way it's cut makes it look like my video, my update video, was sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's what I felt when I saw it too.
Yeah, and I thought I was like, whoa, like.
Why would that be there?
Yeah,
it's
like that gives totally the wrong impression because I've never talked about BetterHelp and depression ever. In fact, when I did the sponsor read 2 months ago, I didn't even endorse the product because I have never used the service. We checked it to make sure that within 24 hours a therapist contacted us, and they did. So we did some due diligence in that regard to test out the service, but I never endorsed it. I never said that I used it to treat my depression either. But at any rate, let me stay focused on this. That seems like the only reasonable conclusion to make is that he's calling me out, which is, I was like, dude, what the hell? And I was pretty upset with him, and I contacted him directly, and I was like, hey man, what's the deal? And he says he didn't mean to make it look that way, and he made a comment trying to clarify, but the people that read the comments compared to the people that watch the video is very small. Okay, so what happened here is that Bobby Burns, this YouTuber here, made a video about depression that's sponsored by BetterHelp, and he uses my clip in it talking about depression. So here, let me show you this. Any more videos? I just hit a wall where it was gotten so bad that it was basically either stop making videos or disappear forever.
So today's video is going to be about YouTube happiness. But before we get started, make sure you click that notification bell. It lets you know whenever I upload new videos. Also, this video is sponsored by
So you'll notice that it's from Bobby's video, but he cut out the context. So
it's hard to understand either way because the part in PewDiePie's video is
here,
like
let me go back.
It's just kind of like a supercut of examples of people.
Like it doesn't really inform the well. Anyway,
affordable, and convenient counseling.
I just hit a wall. I don't think he did it on. He didn't do it on purpose, but I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
You know, because it makes it.
Because to us, it did make a difference to make a connection between being depressed and then promote that company.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do that.
It's my personal choice that we made.
So that it was kind
of. And I think that PewDiePie, who's the biggest YouTuber in the world, talking about this, people take it seriously, and it looks like it. I mean, that's how I interpret it. I could be wrong. I talked to a lot of other people that saw it that way too, and it just seems like. But you can see he kind of cut out the context. It was basically either so that these two clips don't seem connected at all.
No,
also, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. More information about that at the end of this video.
So again, and he goes on to criticize a lot of YouTubers.
He also doesn't really criticize them harshly. He's more criticizing the service of BetterHelp. He
names a lot of people, and he shows a lot of faces of people, and you know, when you're PewDiePie, the effect of that is that he was very tempered in his criticism. He wasn't like coming out.
No.
You know, he was being very rational and fair about it. I mean, I'm not saying that. But again, I just want to clear that up, that video was not in any way sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah.
We've only worked with them once. So, okay, but regardless of that, I think it's pretty weird that Bobby used that clip anyway. Because I keep seeing that clip going around of Bobby using my clip talking about depression. But there's not a clear separation. So people think that
we did it.
But that's not the case. So let me just see here. I've got so in response to the criticism. So first of all, I just want to make that clear. Okay. Now, in response to I think that there was some implication that anyone that works with BetterHelp is negligent, a shill, or irresponsible, or somehow selling out their fans. And even though I never mentioned depression in my read, I do disagree with that assertion. I do personally disagree with that assertion. Now, let me talk about this. I'm not sure first of all, I'm not sure what I could do to vet them more than I did. I mean, in a perfect world, I like the service. It seems interesting, and it seems like it would be useful for a lot of people. Like on face value, it seems like a cool service. They're owned by a publicly traded company, and they're one of the most widely advertised services on the internet across television, radio, podcasting, and YouTube. So with all the information available, it's a perfectly rational decision to think that it's a good, useful service and something that's a good to promote. And I mean, again, these guys are going through the terms of service and picking it apart, and there's weird, questionable stuff in there, but I don't think like this. It's a weird standard to make that you want the expectation that anyone you ever work with, you're reading the entire 20-page legal document of the terms of service. Like, I don't think very few people in the history of YouTube have ever read the terms of service. And I'm willing to bet that if they did read the terms of service, they wouldn't want to work with them because terms of service is written to remove liability. So it always sounds bad. Terms of service is meant to sound bad and scary. They're literally, the purpose is to remove liability. So to expect YouTube, I think that's a slippery slope. If you are expecting everyone to read the terms of service of every partner they've ever worked with, I mean, on face value, it's as reputable as a partner as you can have.
Yeah, we've had some offers for sponsors that we declined. That happens, but someone like BetterHelp, like passed all the questions that you would normally ask. You know, they do have good reviews online when we looked up.
Yeah, of course. No, and look, people decide how they want to promote different products. I personally wasn't comfortable promoting it in terms of me being depressed, and I wasn't personally comfortable saying I've used the service when I haven't.
Yeah.
But it seemed good, and it seemed like it'd be useful and helpful, so I promoted it as such. Now, I think people are just a little too quick to throw others under the bus and be way overly cynical about this, okay? I understand that it can seem in poor taste to promote BetterHelp in a video about being depressed, which I didn't do, for the record, and I have never done. But from the flip side, think about it from their perspective. Someone like Boogie, Philip Defranco, Bobby Burns, I don't know, Shane, everyone. Think of it from their side instead of being so cynical and thinking that it's this elaborate scam. To them, it's a win-win. It's like, oh, this app is going to help people. It seems like a good service, and my video's promoted.
Yeah.
It's like, be optimistic about it, and it feels like a win-win. I mean, that's how sponsorships on YouTube have always worked. Like content, like sponsors. If you have video game content, you have a video game sponsorship on it. If you make car content or tech content, you have technology or car. Like content, like sponsors. That's how it works. So it's easy to see where people have come from thinking that it's okay to pair those up. It seems like a win-win. And so I completely understand where they're coming from. And I think, once again, people are thinking about it backwards. I think what has been happening is that BetterHelp, because there's been this implication that people have exaggerated being depressed to sell BetterHelp. That is a very cynical...
That would be really shitty.
That would be very shitty. And the people that I've seen being called out are people that I know have had a history with mental health issues. And so I think it's kind of ironic to like rail and dogpile on these people who are already kind of fucked up, you know?
Right.
I think you guys have it backwards. The people who are being overly cynical, people who have spoken about mental health issues are the people that are being approached by BetterHelp, right? So it's not, doesn't start from wanting to sell BetterHelp. It starts from having these issues, and then BetterHelp comes in because they see an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think that's how these partnerships have happened. And then finally, I've heard this argument that it's unethical for YouTubers to even make money from promoting
BetterHelp
a service about mental health. That I heard that it's unethical to take money for it, that it should be done for free even. And who benefits from doing it for free? BetterHelp. What, you're going to do free copy reads for BetterHelp? They're a business. You know, it's a capitalist society. That's the way the world turns. I mean, saying it's illogical for a YouTuber or immoral for a YouTuber to collect money to promote BetterHelp is similar to saying is it immoral for a doctor or a therapist or a nurse to get paid for their work because it benefits people? I mean, this is a capitalist society. This is how. At what point? Where does it draw the line? At what point does it become immoral? Right? There's therapists that charge $50 an hour, $200 an hour, $500 an hour. At what point does it become immoral for a therapist to charge $50 an hour, $500 an hour? Is their service not valuable? Is it not Is it not a commodity? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If they're better at it, do they not deserve to get paid more? So this blanket statement that it's somehow immoral to sponsor online therapy strikes me as an odd one and not one that makes much sense, especially considering here in the United States, our hospitals, our doctors, everything, cancer treatment, for Christ's sake, is heavily monetized.
Yeah.
And I personally find that to be disgraceful. But are we saying that they shouldn't get paid at all? Should they volunteer? I mean, it's an argument that doesn't make much sense to me, and it falls apart in my mind when you try to break it down. I mean, it's a nice thought, but it doesn't really make that much sense. Now, once again, I want to acknowledge this is somebody I worked with one time months ago, and I never promoted them in context of being depressed, and I never said that I used their service to treat my depression. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a lawyer. This is my opinion. Feel free to disagree. But I've been watching this kind of devolve, and I think that people are being way overly cynical about this, and it's just another example of, like, I don't know. It just feels like one of these things that just making YouTube even more toxic, like even more distrustful of people, and even more
towards each other,
cynical of each other and to people, and I just don't know why, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel right, this whole thing. And sure, some people are being opportunistic, probably some, but
that's always going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone...
Now, there's been a lot of controversy about Philip Defranco because he was apparently sponsored with them and doing all. I don't know anything about what Philip Defranco's up to. I'm not commenting at all about that. And I know, like, he had been connected somehow with Shane's BetterHelp sponsorship. He's not connected to us at all. Ours came through an agency. And let me say this, by the way. When you work with sponsors, we work with a lot of sponsors here on the podcast. They come through agencies that vet them, that check for their credibility, that collect payments and make sure they're legit. Okay,
that's
because
another
obviously,
layer of filtering.
Yeah. So obviously, we as business owners and as entertainers are not going to read the terms of service of all of our partners. That's insane. Nobody has time for that. So we entrust our agency to verify the legitimacy of these companies. And I don't think they failed in this case. I mean, we think about it too. I don't just pass the buck completely to them.
Yeah.
I make a conscious decision to work with someone or not. But in this case, I don't regret. I mean, like, yeah, there's some questionable things in terms of service, but let me say this. With the information I had at the time, I made the right decision. And that's it, you know? I think if you want to criticize the company, that's one thing, and that's totally fine. But to come at YouTubers who have worked with them seems overly cynical and toxic, and it's just not, I don't know, it's just not necessary. I don't know. And you guys, another crutch of this argument is the implication that people don't, there's so many sponsors available on YouTube now. You don't have to act depressed to get a sponsor on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You really don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That whole thing just made me feel really sad. I felt really bad, honestly, when I saw Felix's video and kind of the way it was portrayed. I'm not gonna lie. It felt really awful. And I know he didn't mean to do it, but like, I didn't want people to think. I know a lot of people were getting the wrong idea.
Yeah, a lot of people would.
And I was
think
like,
that
man,
cause...
and I felt bad for all the other people he named too, because it's like, these are people that are already sensitive and dealing with stuff. And it's like, man, I don't know, just overly cynical. And again, I chose not to talk about my depression. People make decisions. I didn't want to do that, but that's just my opinion. You can feel free to disagree with me, and that's fine, okay? We can have dissenting opinions. You don't have to come fucking murder my family and shit down my throat because I happen to have my own opinion about this. I think YouTube's gotten way too fucking toxic, way too overly cynical, and when you start throwing good, honest YouTubers under the bus, I think we need to reel it back a little bit. You know, it's like, I'm not saying that people shouldn't be criticized, but it's like, I don't know, just whatever. Just felt bad. The whole thing felt bad. So that's my take. And I hope that you won't come to my house at 3 a.m. and attempt to murder me over a dissenting opinion, because it's not that serious after all. And if you are thinking that, you may consider hopping on over to BetterHelp.com/H3 and talking to their therapist today. God. Okay, I think I handled that okay. I didn't get too upset, right?
No.
I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone. I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm just
kind of the opposite. Kind of tired of feeling like everyone is out to get everyone.
Look, and it might feel ironic coming from me. Okay, let me acknowledge that.
I know.
Somebody who's notorious for, making fun of people online.
Yeah.
But hey, that's just my fucking opinion. Okay? On this topic specifically. All right. Also, well, whatever. I think I put that to rest. We've got LaCroix. You guys have all heard. We're almost to a break, but let me set this up and then we'll go to a break. LaCroix, the sody pop of choice. Crack open a fresh one. Cheers. Ooh. Now, a lot of you probably heard this headline that LaCroix is being sued for putting unnatural chemicals in its drink. Yes, sip it up, Hila. Limonene. How do you say that? Limonene. It's a chemical that is also inside cockroach insecticide. Now, this is a headline that has been widely seen around social media.
I don't want to hear cockroach.
People have been texting me. Chris D'Elia texted me. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Because we're both LaCroix boys. I don't even drink water anymore. I'm a LaCroix boy.
Seriously. Not a joke.
I don't drink water, dude. Fuck that peasant juice. Water's called peasant juice now.
Well, this is cockroach juice. So.
Well, is it? When LaCroix came out, it was a top shelf beverage. I remember it was really expensive, but now they sell it like.
What happened?
It's all on sale all the time around.
Really?
It's like $3 for a 12-pack or something.
Yeah, dude. Fucking brutal, man. They're competing with water. Do you believe that? So anyway, listen. To me, it sounded far-fetched.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a deep dive. What's at stake? Who are the players? Who benefits the most from this? And is it true?
The cockroach.
The LaCroix controversy, LaCroix Gate. Stay tuned after this break. We will dive right into that here on the H3 Podcast Gazebo Experience. Join me into the gazebo, won't you please? Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos. Here's the catch, my dudes, and this what makes it Robinhood. No commission. That's right, zero. Many of these trading apps are going to charge you dollars per trade. Robinhood, Kobe, is Robin the Hood for the hood. You feel me? They strive to make financial services work for everyone and not just the wealthy. Dan uses this app. He loves it. He swears by it. I don't trade. I don't know anything about trading. But from what he says, it's simple to use. It has built-in explanations, and it's a great place to learn how to trade. That stuff's complicated. I'm intimidated, but Robinhood seems to make it easy, intuitive, fun learning experience. And again, no commission on those trades, folks. It's easy as that. Robinhood platform lets you view stock collections. You can view most popular and sectors as entertainment, social media, and curated categories like female CEOs. I'm investing in those across the board. I'm already invested in one. And analyst ratings of buy, hold, sell for every stock. Learn by doing. You're going to learn how to invest and build your portfolio on Robinhood. They've got all the tools, all the trades, making all the moves. Everybody's invested in stock. I'm the odd man out. I'm back here the other day with like all of our employees were here from Teddy Fresh and H3, and everybody's dabbling in stock. I was like, I got to get on that. Robinhood is the place to do it. Now, here's what's awesome. Robinhood is giving our listeners a free... Tone it down, Ethan. Giving our listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio. For signups, go to h3podcast.robinhood.com and get a random free stock.
Pretty
that
wild.
is freaking cool. So head on over to h3podcast.robinhood.com and start trading today, my dudes. Listen, with all the recent news about online security breaches, it's hard not to worry about where my data goes. Everybody's leaking my data, my passwords, my credit cards, my social security number. It's everywhere. And guess what? I don't need it leaking anymore. Making an online purchase or simply accessing your email can put your private information at risk. Try accessing a non-secured network. Maybe you're at the airport. Boom! Guess who's got your credit card information? Fucking some random dude in India. You want that guy having it? No. Okay? Now, here's the deal. That's why I decided to take back my privacy and start using ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is easy as apps that run seamlessly in the background of my computer, phone, or tablet. Turn on ExpressVPN, and protection only takes one click. ExpressVPN secures and anonymizes your internet browsing by encrypting your data and hiding your public IP address. Protect yourself with ExpressVPN. It costs less than $7 a month. I'll tell you what costs more than $7 a month, trying to get back your stolen identity. You got to talk to lawyers. You got to talk to government agencies. It's going to take a lot more time and money than $7 a month to get your effing credit card information back, your social security number fixed. $7 a month is a walk in the park. Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months free at expressvpn.com/H3. That's expressvpn.com/H3 for 3 months free with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/H3 to learn more and keep your credit card hands out of weird Indian dudes who want to steal your credit card. Not that only Indians would, but that's just in my mind. I imagine that's where they are. My opinions are not endorsed by ExpressVPN. Imagine your old coupon clipping grandpa you can shrink down and put it in your computer and use as a plugin on your browser all the time. That's what Honey is. When you think Honey, think grandpa clipping coupons all the time for you on the internet. Here's what Honey does. You install it. It's a plugin. When you shop online, pretty much everywhere, I'm talking Amazon, I'm talking eBay, I'm talking Walmart, Macy's, Domino's. Domino's? You can get pizza coupons. They are scanning the web for the most active, up-to-date, best coupons available. So that when you're at checkout, Honey's like, I got you, dog. Or, well, your grandpa wouldn't say that. What would your grandpa say? I got you, Sonny. I got a coupon for that, Sonny. That's what Honey says to you. I got a coupon for that, Sonny. That's what Honey says. And they come at the last minute at checkout like the Americans arriving World War II. Boom. Last minute. Coupon on the desk. Look at this. We once bought Jack some blankets I saved literally $360 from Macy's. Oh, what? That's what honey does. Boom, I got you, Sonny. That's what your grandpa says as he's clipping coupons all night by the fireplace. That's what honey does for you. I'm telling you, try it out. It's free. It's risk-free. It's just a Chrome extension. It takes just 2 clicks to install. Give it a shot for a week and see if you don't love it. Apparently, what did they say? That it saved our audience hundreds of thousands of dollars who have already used this link. It's got 5 stars, 100,000 5-star reviews, and 10 million members. Are you freaking kidding me? Never overpay again with honey. So let them know who sent you. Go to joinhoney.com/H3. That's joinhoney.com/H3. Welcome back, my little gazebos. Before we get into is LaCroix poison, I want to say new H3H3 video out, which was a lot of fun, honestly.
Yeah.
I gotta say, with this one, I took my time.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the process. I took all the time I needed. We worked on it for like 2 weeks, and I would just sit down and edit and enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
And the sketch and everything. So I think that I really enjoyed, and the reception was amazing. I mean, everyone was really happy about it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I don't think I saw one complaint.
I actually have a collection of them for you if you want me to read those off
Oh.
real quick.
You have
Really?
complaints?
No, I'm just
I was like, damn, what the fuck?
fucking with you.
Judas? No complaint.
Guys, why don't we sit over in the gazebo and talk?
It felt good. I think me and Hila realized, I think recently we
We could
felt
call our fans Gazee Boys.
the Gazee Boys. I like that. That feels special. Are you a Gazee Boy? Gazee Boys. Maybe we should name our child Gazebo. That's a good, like, gender-neutral name, Gazebo.
I should give birth under a gazebo. You know how people have all this weird, like, give birth
Like water
in
birth?
pool? Yeah.
A gazebo birth. A blessed gazebo birth.
It's a beautiful thing.
I feel like I've seen some people echoing the sentiment that I have spoken a lot of times that I don't want to be making videos like that. But I feel like recently I have always wanted to go back to making videos like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just until recently,
But we
I think-
weren't there mentally.
yeah. That's what it was really.
Yeah.
It's just that I literally couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was, but recently we really felt like we wanted to try and go back to making like high quality.
I feel like taking a break for like we didn't make videos for like 3 months.
Mhm.
Kind of started to crave the feeling of like being creative and
Right.
doing something.
Yeah, that's what it was born from. That we
Mhm.
really wanted to say, okay, let's make the best video we can. Not cut any corners. There's no deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we did, and it was fun. It was great. I loved everything.
Yeah.
So hopefully more to come. So anyway, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for all the wonderful comments and support. Tomorrow in Los Angeles for all of our LA-based gazeboys. What time is it at?
Oh, now you're surprising me with all
Well,
that.
it's just, you can just Google Rip and Dip, right? Store. But what time is it at? 11?
Hold on.
All right. While Hila does that, check out this new Teddy Fresh, what do you call this, tracksuit? Warmer?
It's a tracksuit.
Tracksuit that's coming out this winter. Look at this fresh shit. The fit is insane. The comfort levels are unparalleled. I mean, this shit is spicy hot. It's breathable. Dude, this thing is insane. This is so comfortable.
I mean, it was my goal for a long time to make a tracksuit.
Teddy Fresh, watch out. Watch out, haters, because Teddy Fresh is coming hard.
So it's at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Rip and Dip store. It's
In
next to the
LA.
Supreme store. And is it Hollywood and
It's
LA?
in Fairfax Avenue.
Fairfax. So we'll be there for about an hour
Yeah.
or two.
An
We've
hour.
got the new Rip and Dip collection collab coming out. Very excited about. So see you guys there. And let's do it. Is LaCroix poison? That is the question we are looking to resolve today. Who are the players at work? Who benefits from this? Before we get into this LaCroix boy under the gazebo story, I'd like to say cheers to everybody and the boys in back to enjoy. Everyone crack
Cheers.
open your LaCroix and have a nice, refreshing sip of all-natural Essence Sody Pop.
Ooh, that's good.
That hits the spot. So, a new lawsuit alleges that LaCroix is not all natural, and the chemical limonene in LaCroix is also in cockroach insecticide. Now, one thing that I thought, first of all, when I heard that is just because it's toxic to cockroaches doesn't necessarily mean anything. You hear shit like that all the time. Like our neighbor's a vet. He says chewing gum, artificial sweetening chewing gum, is deadly poisonous to dogs.
Yeah.
Just because it's toxic to cockroach doesn't, like, that seems like an effort to scare. Like if it's dangerous to humans, say that.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous to cockroach. Cockroaches are gross, and I have a gross mental image of dead
Yeah,
cockroaches.
that's the problem.
But it doesn't necessarily mean anything besides that. So that seems kind of manipulative headline.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I'm saying, what's going on here? You know, is this really about the ingredients or something else at play? So let's actually break down these claims from the lawsuit. Who are making these claims, all right? Let's start with the chemical limonene. Am I saying that right, or am I just sound like a complete idiot?
I have a feeling you're not saying it
Yeah,
right.
how could I? It cannot be called limonene.
Then can you guys
Somebody,
check?
for Christ's sake, help me out.
I'll check.
Limonene.
Limonene.
Oh, limonene. That's got to be it. That sounds way more intelligent.
I'm not even American.
I'm so bad at pronunciating things. It's like ridiculous. Limonene. I think it's limonene. Damn, you killed it.
You just read it like someone from outside of the U.S. would read it.
Well, I'm sorry, Eula. My brain is fucked up. So PubChem, the National Institutes of Health open database for chemical compounds, explicitly calls limonene a naturally occurring chemical and a major component of oil extraction from citrus peels. So, sounds pretty natural, right? As the name suggests, limonene is commonly used to give food or other products a lemony flavor and fragrance. So it is a naturally occurring compound that comes off of lemons.
Mm-hmm.
So
limonene.
Limonene. Damn, you crushed it. You're a fucking spelling bee champ. So, how about the claims that it causes kidney toxicity and cancer? Well, the same company, PubChem, also states there is inadequate evidence in humans for the carcinogenic properties of limonene. There is some evidence of male rats experiencing problems, including tumors, as a consequence of limonene exposure, but none of those findings have been properly reproduced in humans. Meanwhile, more recent studies suggest that limonene is actually anti-cancer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's lemon. I mean, it's a naturally occurring lemon. Now, how did this company come to claim that it's even unnatural? Because I was reading that the FDA, because everything the FDA does is so nebulous and undefined, defines, for whatever reason, limonene as an artificial flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But according to this magazine, and I don't know what the reason is for that, is it a naturally occurring chemical that comes from lemon. Okay. Now, the other chemical that's being accused of being toxic is linalool. Why can I not? Linalool? It's spelled Linalool. That's a goofy-ass word. Linalool is another additive used as a flavoring agent. It's naturally occurring, found within many types of flowers, spice, plants, including...
Everything nice.
Yeah. It includes mint, scented herbs, laurels, and cinnamon. It is most definitely used in insecticide as well. That part is true, but that doesn't mean it's poisonous to humans. After all, as I pointed out, dogs can't eat chocolate, yet I eat 20 bars a day. Explain that. You can't. The only real toxic effects of linalool has been documented to inflict on humans is mild skin and eye irritation, namely from air forms of the chemical being squirted in your eyes. For example, take a lemon, squirt it in your eyes. Oh, I'm going to sue the lemon people. No, that's not how it works, folks. Also, coincidentally, research suggests that it may be an anti-cancer ingredient. That leaves only linyl I feel like such a... Lionel
Wait.
propionate.
Propionate? Yeah.
Propionate. Fuck. I'm like back in 5th grade trying to read again. Read to the class.
Linolil
You know what I'm saying?
propionate.
Ethan, can you read the
like
paragraph in front of the
Passover.
class? And it's like, oh my God, I can't
Yeah.
pronunciate half these words. That leaves Lionel propionate, derived from plants like ginger and lavender, and another common flavoring and fragrance additive. It's been shown to help inhibit the proliferation of prostate cancer. I'm going to shove those right up my ass. At least in the form of nagami kumquats. So there you go. So unless LaCroix is secretly including 50% of the beverage as Lionel, then drinkers don't have anything to fear because it's not even anywhere close to being harmful. These are all naturally occurring flavors. And by the way, these are all flavors that many companies use in many of their products to flavor their beverages. I mean, it makes it act like LaCroix is out there just pouring cockroach insecticide for no reason. They're like, I'm going to save 50 cents and pour some poison in this. No, this is a widely used flavoring agent that seems, by all account, to be natural after all. So what's going on here? What is going on?
What is going on?
Let me say this. Even water is toxic when you consume too much. You can actually get water poisoning. Okay?
That's
Incredible.
sue the water.
I'm suing Big Water. Now, as somebody who's been on the receiving end of bogus lawsuits, this lawsuit stinks to high heck. Okay? Now, my theory, Big Soda is behind it. And that might sound like a joke, but think about it. The company, LaCroix, dominates the market. If you go to any grocery store, any convenience store, guess what's on the shelf and guess what people want? LaCroix. Every time.
LaCroix.
Ela, please, let's not get into that now. That's a whole nother heated debate. Look, they got a great marketing.
They do.
I don't know how, but they dominate. Like, I've slammed LaCroix previously on the podcast. So I was like, these motherfuckers act like they invented soda water. But here I am drinking it every episode. So, what's going on? Now, at the same time as LaCroix is killing it, and I'm talking about $827 million in sales last year, guess what's simultaneously declining hugely in sales? Soda.
Soda pop.
Sugary drinks. As people realize that consuming 50 grams of sugar
is actual
poison. And not Lionel or whatever. How about 50 grams of sugar? Can we sue Coca-Cola for giving me diabetes? I'd like to. Maybe I will. So here we have LaCroix dominating the market. Big Soda falling down. What's happening? Now, these big boys are losing market share to LaCroix, and their soda water brands are getting smashed. They're dominating the market, and these big soda companies, they need to get in because their business is suffering. So, to me, from the outside, it seems like a total hit job of misinformation, and the lawsuit is going to get thrown out. You can trust me on that. But the damage has already been done.
Definitely.
Because I hear it on the news. I see it on social media. I see it everywhere.
You read it once and it's stuck in your head.
I know. And you know what's fucked up is that nobody goes, oh, that's weird. That doesn't make that much sense. Yeah. They go, what? There's poison in LaCroix? We're all fucking going to die if we drink LaCroix. And they have successfully tarnish the reputation of this pristine, beautifully branded, and naturally flavored soda pop. And that's it. That's the beauty of this lawsuit. It's totally bogus. It's going to get thrown out, and they have tarnished the reputation. And everybody's been taking the bait. And meanwhile, Mr. Coca-Cola has got his feet up, and he's drinking a LaCroix because he knows it's a superior beverage. But meanwhile, he's peddling his fucking nasty Coca-Cola bullshit. So I say to all of our listeners, all the gazeboys out there, crack open a LaCroix, have a sip, enjoy yourself, and know that you are enjoying an all-natural, sugar-free beverage. And you are a LaCroix boy, you are a gazebo boy, you are my boy. So have a sip and enjoy. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Hila. That's a loud sip you took.
I tried on purpose.
So that's it.
Nice.
Debunked.
Two big topics.
Is
taken
this
off
60
today.
minutes?
This is 60 minutes. Kanye. I was working on my Alex Jones impression. I thought it was pretty good. I did it during one of the copy reads, but we cut it. But I kind of want to do it now. Kanye gave Trump a Make America Great hat during his White House visit. It really hurts my throat, though.
It's pretty good.
I need to figure out how to do it where it doesn't irritate my throat.
Yeah.
Kanye gave Trump a Make America Great hat during the White House visit. Purple hat. You guys heard about all this Kanye West madness. Okay, so let's talk about Kanye West now.
Look at that.
Yeah, so Kanye met Trump, and we're going to talk about that. But before we do, Ian, our intern, who's a super fan of Kanye West, as you all know, had some suggestions for Kanye West
last week.
In our previous episode. He had suggested that he make the hat purple, which would symbolize the joining of the Democrats and the Republicans.
The red and the blue.
Exactly. Red and blue makes purple. Here is Kanye in a purple hat. Not evidence of much, honestly. We had thought that it said, Make America Great.
You can't really read it, can you?
It doesn't say that, though.
But interesting.
What does it say?
Showing up in a purple hat.
I don't know what it
says. Says Expose World, says Ian, because he knows.
Expose World?
I don't know.
But what he did, and then his other suggestion, Ian's suggestion was, don't wear a hat that says Make America Great Again. Wear a hat that says Make America Great.
Yeah.
And what happens later on that day, my friends? Well, I can't open it.
It's behind that picture.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Hila. Make America Great. This is, I'm telling, now, people have suspected that Kanye lurks the Reddit of Kanye on Reddit.
Oh.
And the clip, the highlight of Ian talking about it was on that subreddit. So there is a chance, I swear to you now, that Kanye West saw Ian's suggestion. And if he comes out with the purple Make America Great hat, which is a great idea, and I hope he does, the world, oh my God, that is going to be amazing. How did you feel, Ian, seeing this? I saw you seemed pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty proud of myself.
Do you think that he saw your presentation?
I'm going to tell myself that, yeah. I hope he did.
Do you think there's a chance, though, or do you think, I mean, like...
I'm not going to fully commit because it's not purple. If it was purple, I'd go, he absolutely
100%.
saw it.
Yeah. But, well, based on a percentage out of 100, what are the chances you think you saw your presentation?
I mean, the clip got a lot of views. That was 6 days ago before he did that. It's interesting timing.
Yeah, and this red hat looks like a shitty one, not like the designed one.
He pooped it out real fast.
Yeah, you could just buy a red hat and do embroidery.
Ian, can you give me a percentage?
I'm going to say 50.
Wow! 50%. That's got to make you feel amazing.
Oh, yeah, he better send me a hat.
50%.
That's the least he could do. Hook us up.
Wow. I hope he takes the
Would
bet.
you wear it, Ian?
If it was purple and said "Make America Great."
What if What if it's red?
He's like, no, I don't want that kind of heat on the street.
I wouldn't wear it if it was red. No. If it was purple, I feel like I'd kind of have to now.
Yeah, you. What the fuck? You can't. Yeah. I love that you wouldn't wear it. You wouldn't wear it. Well, anyway, so there's that, and so we all congratulate Ian. He's really growing up. We're all very proud of him. What the fuck's going on? We're all very proud of Ian, the intern. He's really flourished. He's turned into Kanye's personal advisor. He's really just come into his own. So I want to say thank you to Ian, the intern. He's great.
When we first saw that purple hat, there was that moment where we thought that was it.
Yeah.
And that was a freak out. That was like, are you kidding me? But
50% though, Dan. I mean, that's nothing to be scoffed at.
yeah, no. I mean, I think he's probably right. I mean, from what I understand, yeah, he legitimately is like he's a lurker. He's on the Kanye fan forum.
How many points did it have on the Reddit? Ian?
Well, it wasn't on the Reddit. It was on the Kanye fan site.
Oh, the fan forum. And how was it received?
People were on board.
They
I
were
was
on board.
expecting everyone to shit on me.
Yeah,
and they
I would
didn't.
be scared.
Interesting. Well,
maybe not him personally, but I bet some of his handlers probably do check out, his
It was
fan
Kanye,
forum.
Dan.
All right, yeah, let's just go.
It was Kanye.
Let's go with that.
Wow. That's really exciting. Well, did you out your username then? If you posted, or someone else posted it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still claiming
you're lurking
undercover.
among them. You didn't post it, did you, Ian?
Well, he wouldn't say.
He's denying it.
Fuck, it was definitely. You all know his account now. But anyway, so Kanye met with Trump, and there's a lot of blowback, as you can expect. But I'm here to focus on the funny, the whimsical, the comedic. So here's one great moment. You can see Kanye's password on his phone. It's just 00000. I came in, I was like, Ian, what's Kanye's password? And he's like, just zeros. I was like, how many? He's like, 5. I was like, you're fucking crazy, dude.
It's 6. It's 6, he says.
Oh, it's 6? Okay.
Yeah.
You said 5, Ian, but I guess he's revised his.
He said he went back and double checked.
This whole thing,
With me
just
right
Kanye
here.
going on one of his legendary.
The airplane.
The airplane. We have a picture of that. But Trump,
The way
because he's
very interesting.
Kanye's just going off for like 20 minutes and dominating the conversation. And I find it just so interesting that, how do I get that angle back? This angle here. He doesn't really look at Trump when he's talking. And Trump's face as he's just sitting there kind of embracing. This angle isn't the one I wanted, for Christ's sake. What else we got? Kanye is as smart as Tesla and Freud. Let's see if Ian can decode this.
I was connected with a neuropsychologist that works with the athletes in the NBA and the NFL. And he looked at my brain. It's equal on 3 parts. I'm going to go ahead, drop some bombs for you. 98 percentile IQ test. I had a 75 percentile of all human beings, but it was counting 8 numbers backwards after it was repeating. So I'm going to work on that one. The other one's 98% Tesla, Freud. So...
Can you decode that?
What the fuck?
I guess he's trying to say he's very intelligent. Am I correct in that, Ian?
He's definitely coming across that way.
Ian is out.
Ian, you're not commenting.
Got no comment.
Really? Come on.
I think he's parsing his words, but...
He's got the whole forum listening on everything.
Yeah, I think
now.
that's
He's a
part of it.
spokesman. God, things got so complicated for Ian. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't just talk his opinion anymore. He's a leader. He's a thought leader.
Running by his PR.
He's an influencer.
I know. Ian needs PR now. Can't have the... He's got a reputation now. He doesn't have some bullshit username. His face, they know who he is. He has a reputation. If he says the wrong thing, this goes...
The mob's coming for him.
Yeah, this goes beyond username. This is real shit. Well, Ian, can you at least confirm he's trying to say that he is intelligent?
Yeah, that's the general idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's once again like the PowerPoint where I showed all the people he compared himself
No
to.
surprises.
Yeah.
Freud and Tesla was in there.
And who was the Disney character?
Oh, that's Vanellope von Schweetz.
Yeah, von Schweetz. He should have said, "I'm like von Schweetz and Tesla."
She's in the 98th percentile.
Yeah.
Counting 8 numbers backwards after it
What is
was
the 8
repeating. So I'm
numbers
gonna work on
backwards?
that.
I don't understand that.
He's going to work on it. He's going to be working on
He's
that
doing
one.
the math. Anyway.
The other one's 98% Tesla, Freud. So he said that
I wish I had his confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, so that was
I'm the #1 rock star on the planet.
So that was interesting. And then There was the one, I guess the one that really pissed people off was that he hugged Trump at the end. And
Wait, and this is the...
we saw this, no? Or there's more?
This is their...
Oh, God. He showed him a picture. What is this even? Ian.
Hell yeah.
Ian, decode.
All right.
It's not his design. He took it from someone who did it as their university thesis a few years ago. And the guy, they asked him, they were like, what do you think about this? He's like, I think it's kind of cool that Kanye saw it.
He didn't care that
I have
much.
no idea how.
And so what are the chances we're going to get this Air Force One made, Ian?
0%.
Okay. All right. Hater. The forum's going to eat you alive for that one. So bring back that picture, Ela, of them all wearing hats.
Yeah, Kanye gave...
I want to see the... I want to see Jared Kushner. He looks like such a dweeb. You can see the whole family here.
And one says, make Earth great again.
Make Earth great again?
Look at Jared.
So, yeah.
Earth is like, don't talk for me.
It says...
Yeah, I know. Jared cracks me up.
yeah, make Earth great again and travel space again.
Make Earth great again. What does that mean? When was Earth? Earth used to be fucking dope when the dinosaurs were around. Make
Earth-
Jurassic
Earth's
Park.
played out.
Earth is played out. Anyway, Jared looks so uncomfortable in that hat, man. But they're making it work. They're rocking it. They're making it work.
What's the blue one say?
That's the Earth, I think.
That's the Earth
and the
one,
black
okay.
one says travel space again.
So, all right, you can get that off. You can get that out of there. So then we've got the hug, the notorious hug, which apparently now I was like, Ian, what did? Because the backlash has been so severe, and I've read some things like T.I., the famous rapper, what he wrote. I was like, damn, that is fucking harsh.
Mm-hmm.
And they're friends. And I'll read it for you guys. But I was like, Ian, what exactly did he say that upset people so much? And what Ian, you want to say what you told me? Or is that too controversial?
I don't remember.
Just that he didn't say anything new. It was kind of the same antics.
Oh, yeah, it's the same Kanye from the last 6 months.
Mhm.
It's not different.
But I guess what happened is he showed a lot of love and he hugged Trump, and that's what set people off.
I
So
think seeing them together made it all
made
so
it,
real.
Made it, you know. So here it is.
People that I like, and I guess they like me. And we're gonna have lunch. We're gonna talk.
You said, I guess you know I love you.
I know.
Did I?
But I don't want to put you in that spot. But
No, I'm standing in that spot. I love this guy right here. Let me get
By
this
the way,
guy.
how did the Secret Service not tackle his ass right now?
Let it play.
Came at the president?
I love
Could have
this
stabbed
guy
him.
right here. Yeah. Yeah.
I love this guy. I got you.
It was all a ploy.
Just a
the long con.
There was like a plot to a movie like that, like where he tries to get close to the king. Some kung fu movie.
Hero.
Yeah, that movie's sick.
Yep, it's a good one.
Dude, wouldn't it make sense if Kanye was like the star of his own hero and he just stabbed Trump? I mean, that'd be a wild twist. Everyone's like, whoa. Crazy.
that's really nice.
No, but he didn't.
And that's from
He
the
didn't
heart. I
stab
didn't-
him. He gave him some love. And in fact, I probably ruined the moment for you guys. So let me go back. I have a bad habit of pausing and talking a lot. And Ela was trying to correct me.
Yeah.
But it was too late. I already paused it. So here we go again. For everyone to enjoy.
People that I like, and I guess they like me. And we're gonna have lunch. We're gonna talk.
You said, I guess you know I love you.
I know.
Did I?
But I don't want to put you in that spot. But
No, I'm standing.
Dude, I'm sorry. I got to pause again. Look at all these people. There's so many people packed in the room. So many press.
It's actually really annoying. You can't even hear what they're saying. Yeah.
Just camera snap. How many
Camera
pictures
snap.
do you need?
What the fuck does she know about cameras?
What?
Tailored. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to pause it anymore.
In that spot. I love this guy right here. Let me get this guy a hug right here. I love this guy right here.
That's really
Yeah.
Come here. That's really nice. And that's from the heart. I didn't want to put you in that position.
So there you go. That was that. Okay. Now let me read T.I.'s response to flavor the reaction. This was cold-blooded, man. This you know what happened? He got ghosted. I was trying to think.
Oh, ghostwriter.
He got ghostwritten by T.I. Ian, do you agree this was a ghostwriting?
Yeah, it was a ghost art.
Okay.
Definitely ghost art.
So let me read this shit. Now, I've been extremely patient and made it a point to not jump to any premature conclusions about Yi and his antics, partially due to the lessons learned from the outcome of other similar situations dealing with my brother Wayne, which I admittedly mishandled a bit in hindsight. But now, this shit is next level. Futuristic Sambo. Hopping Bob. Steven off Django ass shit. What does that mean, Ian?
Those are all references to. It's sort of like the Uncle Tom thing.
What is Sambo?
That was a book that had like very racist imagery, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but then he refers to Django, which obviously that was the Tarantino movie.
Sure. Okay. Literary references. Very highbrow.
T.I.
From what I can gather, this is the most repulsive, disgraceful, embarrassing act of desperation and auctioning off of one's soul to gain power I've ever seen. Now, I recall you asking me to come with you to have this meeting, and I declined naturally. But, bro, if ain't time I would have been in there with you, and you behaved that spinelessly in my presence, I feel I'd be compelled to slap the fuck out of you, bro, for the people. You ass kissing and bootlicking on a whole new level, and I refuse to associate myself with something so vile, weak, and inconsiderate to the effect this has on the greater good of all of our people. I'm a true believer in it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And this shit is regurgitating. At one time, it was a pleasure to work alongside you. Now, I'm ashamed to have been associated with you. To all the people who follow Yi, music... Yay. Oh, fuck. Yay, right?
Yes. Kanye?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, I'm not part of a forum or anything, so hopefully people don't judge me too harshly. Yay. To all the people who follow Ye musically, socially, or even personally, who are confused, heartbroken, infuriated, let me make this clear. This shit ain't cool. This is all in caps. This is a move Ye made. Yay? This is a move Ye made for Ye. This is a play to put him in position he'd like to see himself in. We are not on his mind as he makes these comments and decisions. Don't follow this puppet. We're off caps now. Because as long as I've lived, I've learned that it benefits a man nothing at all to gain the world. If to do so, he must lose his soul. We just saw Mr. West's soul on auction. If you listen closely, you can hear the tears of our ancestors hit the floor. Damn. Thanks. All I can say is I've reached my limit. This is my stop. I'm officially done. Middle finger Trump and his little cookie boy. Wow.
Harsh.
That's cold-blooded shit. How did that make you feel, Ian?
I mean, I can't fully weigh in on what that imagery feels like, or to see that if you're, African American in this country. I don't know. So
yeah, it's
his reaction, I completely understand it. I see why he would have that, and I respect his opinion there.
Very political.
Well, T.I., from what I understand, was like his most ardent defender up to this point.
Is that true, Ian? I'm not.
Ian is working on campaigning.
He's the president of the Kanye farm. No, it's a tough situation to put in. I can only imagine. That's got to. If I'm Kanye, that's got
to hurt.
Yeah, that's got to.
When I read it, it's hard to disagree with the stuff that he's saying. It's like, I don't know, like we said last time, Kanye, like you can see what Kanye was trying to do, but it's not a pure art movement. It's more political than it should be.
I guess it's just so polarizing. It's like on one hand, I see where he's coming from, and on the other hand, I see the black community as seeing Donald Trump as a symbol of oppression, of establishment or whatever. But I also see, like, I don't know, I see it from both sides.
I really think he's going to try and run for president, too. I don't think
so
that's a
fucking
joke.
cringy, bro. Please, no, I do not support. Ian, do you vote for Kanye as president?
Oh, I would never vote for him because I like him too much.
Doesn't that kind of ruin everything? What is
so if he's
going to spread love as president, or is it just his ego?
Wait, is he just trying to get political? What is this? Is he trying to be genuine and spread love and like bridge the divide, or does he just want to run for president?
Positioning himself, yeah.
Because that's what T.I. was saying, and I was like,
yeah. And the conversation was very like about Kanye. Like he was talking about Yeezy and Adidas and how now
So strange.
it's worth
Is he
millions
gonna-
or billions.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't even
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what is the conversation
Well,
even
look,
about?
Kanye watching his rant strikes me very much as somebody who is having a manic episode. He's been diagnosed as bipolar, and when I see him talking there, he strikes me as someone that's not fully grounded.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And so I take that into consideration too.
Yeah.
And like he's feeling strong, more than usual emotions because he's in this manic
Mhm.
state. And so he's like, I love Trump. I love what he represents as someone who did something that was impossible. I love what the idea of what he's trying to do of like bringing jobs back to America and America first, right?
Mhm.
Kanye sees that as he just sees the best in it. He sees the positive message, and he doesn't. And there's a lot of people that criticize that movement, but he's full with like strong emotions and love in this manic state, and so that's he's not being smart. He's being emotional,
Mhm.
and so it's like
He outwardly says that. It was in the SNL speech. He straight up says like we need to stop thinking with our minds and start thinking with our hearts.
Mhm.
Like that's
Sure, yeah,
that's his
exactly.
message.
So I think he's not in a. I don't think he's grounded right now. And apparently, Ian, well, we were noticing earlier, he talks about how he was misdiagnosed as bipolar and he was just sleep deprived. And so he's off his medicine. And I'm watching this and be like, dude, you must be really sleep deprived right now, if that's the case. So I don't know. The whole thing is just wild and weird. Is he going to run as a Republican? Because that's kind of what he's
Seems to be
angling
positioning
for.
himself as that, yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Or
the-
independent. He might just try and do his own thing.
What a circus.
That would be a real circus.
Maybe he wants VP. Trump Kanye. Won't that be a wild world?
Oh, God.
So that is Kanye Decoded here on 60 Minutes.
I'm the #1 rock star on the planet.
Heavy shit. There you go. Welcome. Hit me with that 60 Minutes. Tonight, under the gazebo. LaCroix, is it poisonous? I say, fuck no. Get that shit on sale. Little Cookie Boy, a.k.a. Kanye West.
I don't know. Doesn't sound good.
Oh, I can't say that? Is that racist?
I don't know. But
Wait,
just
Ian, is
saying,
Little
it
Cookie
doesn't
Boy
sound
racist?
good to me.
He did throw that in while listing off like Sambo and all those other things. I've never heard of that one either.
I didn't know that was a racist thing. Is that?
I just have an
Trump's called
intuition.
him, he said he was a smart cookie.
Oh, it's Little Cookie Boy. I was like, what the fuck?
Exonerated.
So hit me with that 60 Minutes. Is Kanye West Trump's Little Cookie Boy? Find out today under the gazebo. And BetterHelp. Is it a scam? Some say yes. Some say no.
Cockroaches?
I like the non-committal.
Say whatever.
Yeah. I love the non-committal. I always hear the craziest clickbait on the news. They go, there's an outbreak of the flu. Should you be concerned? Find out.
I feel like universally when they say that, it means no. Yeah, it's just no. You shouldn't.
Oh, well, imagine if the answer is yes. Yes. You should not leave your house. Ebola is back. The Black Plague is rampant. Yes. Be concerned. Yeah. What else we got, man? Everyone having fun on this Friday? Find out more tonight. Is Kanye Trump's Little Cookie Boy? Yes, the answer is.
We should watch this pro-life lady.
Oh, you want to watch that?
Video.
We got a lot of stuff, but Elo's got a suggestion, so let's watch it. You guys may have seen this great little one. Pro-life lady, man roundhouse kicks pro-life woman. This shit's crazy, man. Love this. This is why we're here, my dudes. 5 million. Wow, this went viral.
Oh, wow.
Look at his outfit, first of all. He's got boots for kicking.
And that's just what he'll do.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Imagine kicking somebody. Just imagine kicking somebody. Like, how fucking unstable do you have to be to throw a kick?
Have I ever kicked anyone?
Yeah, who can't? Like, if you're not in a UFC fighting ring, there's no, like, throwing a kick. Like, who are you, Bruce Lee?
right. What?
They actually have people filming you the whole time. Which is why I say kill what kind of
Guess what? Hey.
Destruction of private property. It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped by somebody and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby.
That's really compelling. I am pro-choice, by the way. I'm strongly in favor of pro-choice.
Me too.
I'm just going to say that for the record, okay? And if you think that makes me a cuck or whatever, that's fine because we can have a difference of opinion. I respect that you are pro-life. How about that, you fucking haters? You can have an opinion and I can have a different opinion. Do you want to come to my dress and kill me because I'm pro-choice? Suck my tiny Jewish dick. But this guy's a fucking idiot, so it's fun to watch.
Think you should keep it?
It's a baby. If someone was raped and she gave birth and she decided to kill her...
By the way, he's rounding up. Oh, I did the
Nice
perfect
freeze
pause.
frame, holy shit.
No, I did the perfect pause.
But
I just wanted to say, like, people who are pro-life, I understand their point because it comes from a religious place.
Yeah.
And they think you're murdering a baby.
Yes.
I personally disagree. I don't think you're murdering a baby. But if you did think that, then I can understand how...
Why you'd be vehemently against it.
why would you be so passionate about it? So it's like, it's just like unsolvable.
yeah,
It's a
kind
sticky
of.
one.
It's like
just-
killing baby,
you
not
either
killing
see it
baby.
one way
It's like
or you don't.
it's like I can't think of two more opposites. Killing a baby, worst thing ever. Not killing a baby. You know, I don't think it's killing a baby. This guy certainly doesn't.
You gotta go back a little because
I think this guy should have been aborted. Oof, oof.
Oh no.
Child.
I meant to take your phone.
Someone call the cops.
Take your phone.
Do not touch
I love that. I meant to kick your phone. Okay, who does that? Imagine kicking someone's phone.
That's still assault. It's like just
Ah.
not really
Yeah.
defending.
He doesn't
yourself
really
very well.
apologize either. He's just like,
I fucked up.
I kicked you in the face. Sorry. I meant to kick your phone. Look at that. Tongue out. Mm.
It's like an anime move. It's
It
like
is.
charging up.
That guy probably runs with his arms back.
Naruto style.
Decided to kill her 3-year-old child.
Here we go. He rounds up, baby. Take your time. Swing. Get that hip into it. Here we go. That's basically a warning shot. You know, you heard in
I
World War
guess from
II?
now on.
You know, in World War II, when Israel does it over, like, Gaza, they'll drop leaflets and say, hey, we're about to bomb this place. You better get out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's doing.
Dropping leaflets on fools.
Hey, it's about to go down. When you see that, you clear the area because a bomb is about to drop.
Oh wow. That's like a crazy kick too.
There's a lot of power in that.
Very animated.
I doubt that guy wields much power, to be frank.
Do not touch me. Someone call the cops.
Can we slow motion that? Here, let's go to 0.25 on this and break it down. Speed 0.25. Let's enjoy. Okay. Go ahead. Oh, we got sound. All right.
She decided to kill
Just thinking about it.
I love how like the conversation is over.
child.
And got him.
That was pretty powerful.
I'm telling you. Like he probably doesn't have a lot of muscle mass, but that is a well-formed kick right there.
Yeah.
Sounds of hell. Well, there you go. Everyone enjoyed that one. That was a favorite of the week. Shane continues his documentary about Jake Paul. I don't have that much to say about any of his new series except for this. This was my favorite detail that came out of the new episode. It's a small little detail, but I thought it was great. I'll share it for you guys now.
Okay, what's the school bus? So where'd you buy it?
That's my dad's, good old Greg Paul. It's actually like an RV though.
I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the bus, give you an update.
It's like you can like
renovate it.
Oh, there's like a bathroom.
yeah, there's like a bed in there, and like he like drives around and like he just sleeps in there. My dad.
Jake sounds disappointed. His dad has lived at the Team 10 house for months, sleeping in a school van outside the house. Now, a guy who's been accused of having sex with underage girls and kissing underage girls on camera should not be sleeping in a school bus. outside a house with a bunch of young kids. All right, Greg Paul, get your fucking shit together, get your life together, and get the fucking move out of the school bus for Christ's sake, Greg. What the hell is wrong with you?
GP coming at you.
God.
That's a weirdo.
I love that.
Yeah. This is the Team 10 house.
That's the weirdest goddamn shit I ever
That's
seen.
so weird.
Greg Paul, man. Fuck me. Get your life together, man. God.
That is the funniest shit ever.
That's it. That's my takeaway. Banksy shreds his art and whatever. Some bullshit. Should I talk about this?
That's a quick...
Banksy shreds his art. It's kind of cool, except it was kind of also lame, if I'm being honest. Because, well, here, let's watch the video. So Banksy sold a piece of art, or no, he didn't sell. I don't know how it came to be in
It's
the
a
position.
print of his art.
So he sold it originally, and then it was recently. I don't know the story.
Yeah, I believe
It's original.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and
being auctioned.
I think the story goes that he built this shredder into it like 10 years ago with the intention that if it ever went on auction, he would do this. So this was like a long con.
But what I'm wondering is if he's so like capitalist, he originally sold the art to somebody, right? Like, how did the auction house get it?
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
I mean,
the guy's rich. There's no.
Yeah,
really?
very rich.
Okay, so I don't really understand.
Super famous.
Okay, so it's not really. Is it a statement? I'm not sure what was the statement.
I think it's funny.
Just a gag.
Yeah, it's like a gotcha.
Okay.
It's like almost like an actual cool prank.
I thought he was like an anti-capitalist, like didn't sell his work, kind of thing.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's explicitly
anti-capitalist.
Like he doesn't sell his work. Like I remember hearing a story about how someone had a bunch of his work on display and they were charging him to get in, and he was super unhappy about that.
I don't know, because you can buy prints of the art, and I'm sure money will go to
Yeah.
him.
Okay. So well,
I don't know much about him, so
nobody.
don't.
All right.
That's what I think.
Destroy
Anyway, play the video.
I need to reset. All right. Sorry, guys. Just had to blast you with those. All right. So here you go. So he built in a shredder into this frame. And there you have it. Years later, sold for $1.4 million. They're auctioning in pounds, so it's like 1.4 million. And the minute it closes, somebody with a remote activated it. Who was there? He must have had a big ass smile on his face. It's a shame it didn't complete it because they were able to preserve it. So that's why I think like
It's done so beautifully too. The paper didn't get crumbled or anything. It's just like.
So again, my question is about his intention, because I don't think his intention was to destroy it, because it only shreds half and then it stops.
I think it's a statement.
Because
someone just paid 1.4 million for this.
But the value's
and it
gone
got
up since he did it.
Yeah.
So now, not only is it a valuable piece,
Because
it's a
now
valuable piece
it's
with history.
Yeah, now it's part of history of art.
Right. I mean, it's pretty cool that he pulled that off. I'm just confused
think
about
it's
the
cool.
message, because he increased the value, and it seems
I
like he
don't-
intentionally didn't destroy the whole painting.
I don't care that much. I don't think it matters that much.
Mhm.
I think it was still a cool moment. People were freaking out. Like all of a sudden, this paper is shredding itself.
Right.
Well, it's possible it wasn't intentional that it fucked up. Like if he really built this thing 10 years ago, like
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
it just
Yeah,
malfunctioned.
I'm sure he knew that this would raise the value just because that's how art goes.
Yeah,
This
I guess-
is a moment that never happened before. So
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. That long
Still a
con. He
statement.
waited patiently for 10 years for this beautiful moment where some idiot, I don't want to call him an idiot. I'll put it this way. Kurt Vonnegut, I love this saying. And I'm not talking, you can spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on a piece of art and call it. But when you start spending like millions, you're paying for prestige, right?
yeah.
Kurt Vonnegut has this great quote. He says, "Art is a conspiracy between the rich and like the art world make. I said that so bad.
Yeah, to make poor people
Yeah.
feel stupid.
Art is a conspiracy between rich people and artists to make poor people feel stupid. Because you see a painting sold for $20 million and you're making $30,000 a year, and you're like, what the fuck?
No, the funny story is that some other guy who owns a print shredded it
what an
to try
idiot.
to see if it would be worth more.
Wait, do we have a picture of that? Oh, that's so funny. Wait, we have I want to see
Let me
this.
see.
That is hilarious. Was that a valuable print before?
A $40,000.
So why the fuck, like, what did he take a scissor to it?
I'm not sure.
Oh, here it is. So I personally think that was intentional, how it stopped right there.
It's kind of still beautiful.
It is very beautiful, absolutely.
that's-
So what it was is, I mean, he wasn't destroying someone's purchase. He was
It's like a prank.
It was a little
It's like a
bit of
gotcha.
of a gift.
Everyone freaked out.
Definitely ended up as a gift.
I mean, the guy who bought it had the option to back out, and he was like, "Fuck no, I want that."
Yeah.
It's
because
kind of
the-
like buying. You remember Mark McGrath? What was that guy's name? The baseball player that like broke the home run record, and the guy
Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire. Mark
I think
McGrath.
McGrath is like a country
Sugar.
music guy.
Sugar.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray. He broke the home run record, and the foul ball hit into the stadium. The guy who caught it, Hila, sold it for $3 million.
Really?
Yeah. And then, since everyone was on steroids, they kept breaking the record like every year. So it lost all of its value. But this is that foul ball.
So, close that one. Oh, and that. Okay, so here, read that part.
Today, myartbroker.com received a seller inquiry via website from someone who has taken it upon themselves to shred their own girl with balloon print in order to increase its value. They have taken a piece of art worthly 40,000 pounds, and in our opinion, made its value 1. Well, that's so stupid. Why would you?
I don't think there's pictures of it. I don't think they even want to give that guy any attention.
That's crazy to actually take a genuine piece of art, valuable art, and just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking cut it up now." Like that's not how it works.
The seller wanted them to list it as 80,000 pound, and they disagreed. Denied.
Oh my god. What a fucking idiot. I bet you someone buys that though. I'll bet $1 on it. They said it's worth $1. I got $1. So let's start the bidding. I mean, that piece has history too. It's the idiot who cut up this one. You know what I'm saying? I love it. We've spent a lot of money on art.
Yeah.
But I'm maybe like a couple $1,000,
Mhm.
which you're basically paying for someone's time and appreciation.
Yeah.
Versus, $1 million for a print.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big difference. I appreciate art that I like,
Mhm.
and I'll spend $1,000, a couple $1,000. 100,000 fucking suck at it.
That's a lot.
It depends. Like this guy Robert Xavier has this huge Batman. I love it. It's amazing. I mean, that thing's I would guess worth 100,000. But it's like the size of this whole back wall.
Yeah, you kind of
And
need.
he spent like 10,000 hours.
You need like a whole house just for that.
But
painting.
anyway, like there's some stuff like the diamond skull. What was that sold for? Like 100 million? Who the fuck has $100 million? How rich and bored can you be? 100 million. You could feed the whole continent of Africa. They're like, nah, I want the skull. They're like, fix homelessness in your city forever. Nah, I'll take the skull. I'll take the skull, please. They're like, cure HIV and AIDS in all of Africa, or one diamond skull. I'll take the skull. Howard Stern had this great bit where he went on the street, the Boston bomber. He was like this handsome young like Arab kid, the Boston bomber, and there was a lot of girls who were like talking about how cute he was.
Mm.
And so they went on the street with a picture of Howard and a picture of the Boston bomber. And they're like, which one would you rather date? And everyone was picking the Boston bomber over Howard. I love that. So funny. Rather date a terrorist than Howard.
I don't think he was Arab, by the way, just for the record.
Oh, God. What was he?
I think he was Chechenian. Like from, I mean,
He was a Muslim. He wasn't an Arab.
Correct.
Okay, my bad. I stand corrected. I want to stand at my pulpit. I want to say my apologize to all of my Arab brothers out there who have been offended in this unfortunate mischaracterization. Not all Arabs are terrorists, and that was not what I meant to imply by any means of any stretch of imagination. He was a Muslim young man of Chechen descent, which I believe is, where's that, Dan?
Well, it's a region in southern Russia, and it's sort of an ongoing conflict that's been going on.
Thank you very much, Dan, for the clarification. And please, everyone, forgive me. Please, and if you think that you need to write an essay about my mistake here today and expose me, please, you have my permission. I made a grave error of judgment, and I give you full permission to make a 30-minute essay about it, as is entirely warranted. So apologies to everyone for that, and shout out to the essayist right now. Greece bans obese tourists from riding on donkeys. I love this. It's fucking hilarious. Here's a fat lady on a donkey. Greece has banned fat tourists from riding on donkeys after campaigners said the animals were being left with spinal injuries.
Oh.
Listen.
This is in Santorini in Greece.
We've been there. It's a tiny little place.
I never once had the urge to ride a donkey.
It's not really even like a donkey-friendly...
No. I don't really get that.
Also,
attraction.
if you're fat, you got to give up some... You got to give some things up. If you're a big fucking fatty and you're going to break a donkey's back, then, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a Nathan for you about big people on horses, and he had to put, like, weather balloons on them and shit. Look, what's the weight limit? How do they define fat? Because it just says fat.
I don't know.
Let's see how they define it. These states... donkey giving tourist rides in Santorini should not carry any loads heavier than 100 kilograms. What does that convert to? Let's see. Doesn't sound like a lot. 220 pounds. So, unless you're extremely tall and built, if you're over 22, you're
around 200.
Wait, what? Yeah, that's not a fat.
That's almost your weight.
I'm too fat for a donkey? No, I'm like at 195.
That's pretty close.
Yo, I'm too fat for a donkey? What the fuck?
Why do you need to ride a donkey anyway?
What kind of beast of burden is that? Now I just did a complete 180. Who's riding these donkeys? Little children? Yeah, I had a couple hamburgers in my life, but am I too fat to ride a donkey? I don't think so. They're just little donkeys, though. They're not horses.
They're just trying to save them going down the stairs.
Donkey.
So do the stairs. Do some exercise.
No, I need a donkey ride. I'm going to fucking kill this donkey because I'm so fat. I'm going to break its back.
Look, go to down more. You can see the stairs. Down more. More.
Oh, God, these poor people. Taking the incognito fat people on donkeys.
And they blurred it, but tiny bit. You can still see.
Yeah, you know, that guy knows who he is. Oh, my God. He's not even enjoying himself. That donkey will never have another passenger, and you're not even enjoying yourself. That donkey's going to be put to sleep after this, and you're not even enjoying yourself. Wait, this says, 100 kilograms. Well, goddamn. There's more?
Here. You can't go that down yourself?
Oh, my God. Wait, we did do a donkey ride.
No, we didn't. In Santorini?
Didn't we go up with donkeys on those stairs? Or am I fucking tripping balls?
No way we did donkey rides.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. How did we get up to the hotel? By car? Like a sane person?
Yeah, we had a car.
It's a normal place.
It's 2018.
Yeah, it's a normal place. You didn't have to take a donkey. Those poor donkeys, man. God damn. These poor motherfuckers. What a fucked up life. Just hauling fat Americans up and down a hill. Shit. I love this story, though. It's so funny. Incredible stuff, man. 60 minutes. They really stepped up their game. Dog is a mayor. Oh, we've got these fan submissions, but it's already been 2 hours. I'm kind of or an hour and a half. Should we wrap it up?
We could save it for next time.
This one's too funny. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to end it. Guys, send your questions, comments, essays, video suggestions to podcast@h3h3productions.com. I love it. This one was so funny. From Joey Lewis. He says, "Hey, Ethan and Hila, I listened to your number 87 podcast where you mentioned how semen can clog up the shower drain. This was relevant to me because the freshman housing at my school, thank God I don't live there, Shaw State, they had to remove and replace the plumbing for one of the buildings, the whole entire building, due to the buildup of semen tangling with hair. There's a photo of the notice that the university housing put up to remind students not to jerk off in the shower."
When he said there is a photo, I almost...
Yeah. I know. I have the same fear. If you're not jerking off in the shower, where are you jerking off? But it's a communal shower. You got to jerk off responsibly. Patrice O'Neill had the greatest joke ever. He says, "I jerked off in the shower so many times, I'm surprised a little baby hasn't crawled out." Dear residents, we have recently found several blockages in plumbing system in University Village suites, mostly caused by human hair. Let me sip my water. However, over the last month, we have found many of these blockages to be caused by large quantities of what we have now determined to be semen. This is intolerable. Because semen is not soluble in water, it gets caught in filters and our system and particularly susceptible. This issue has cost the university thousands of dollars to repair thus far.
Oh, my God.
Good thing you collect a lot of tuition, so stop complaining and plumb out my semen. Though we know that you must take care of your business, we have never faced a situation of this enormity before. It is because of this, unfortunately, that we must ask you to refrain from masturbating in the shower. May we, those who wish to masturbate, do so in the comfort of their own bedroom and dispose of their discharge appropriately. I bet you 90% of the dudes continue to jack off in the shower.
Yeah. I
Thank
love
you
this
for your
letter.
understanding. Yeah,
Done
it's
like
totally
nice paper.
official. Mm-hmm. No signature, though.
This guy should frame it.
No signature.
Joey.
That's the tough thing. How you can't guarantee that. It's like, try to stop me, dude. I'm jerking off in the shower. That's God intended.
That's why school is so expensive.
It's all the fucking semen. That's funny. Nah, I had a communal shower in college. Boy, it was co-sexual. Boys
Really?
and girls shared the same bathroom. Yeah, I know. It's
That
so
is
progressive.
so
Santa Cruz for you.
progressive.
Yeah, but there was all the time.
So you would come out with a towel?
Yeah.
and
There wasn't
there's
naked people.
Female and male? Just
Yeah.
with a towel?
Yeah, but like there's like 4
That's
shower
crazy.
stalls next to each other with like a curtain and
Mhm.
private stall. But yeah, it was co-ed.
Huh.
But there was there was semen on the floor sometimes.
Gross.
Yeah. There was a bathtub in there, by the way, that nobody used,
Ugh.
but God forbid.
Hila, you were in the military, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Co-ed there?
Are you fucking kidding?
Co-ed?
Israel?
Everything I know about the military is from Starship Troopers, so...
Even I don't think...
No, it's separated. The females, we had our own like little area, and the male have their own area.
Even the Western Wall is separated, and they're
Yeah.
fucking fully clothed head to toe. The U.S. military isn't co-ed.
I know.
All right.
Like I said.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers.
Hey, Dan, I'll never forget that scene, man. I saw some titties that I didn't expect, and I still
Yeah,
remember
but
it to this day.
unexpected titties. That was a
Everyone
big
was
deal.
showering, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm
Because
signing up.
I was like 13, so if somebody like looked at me, I would
Right.
pop a boner.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do they shower with her? And they don't all have fat boners right now. Remember when you were 13 and like you hit a speed bump on the bus a little too fast, you pop a boner. tuck it under the belt.
You get really good at the backpack masking method.
Yeah,
you know
it
what
was-
I mean.
it was-
You're checking something in your backpack.
I
strapped in front of you.
tucked it under the belt most of the time, but sometimes because you have to kind of maneuver for that, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of tucking and grabbing.
Right.
So the backpack is definitely a godsend. It's one of the two options. I don't think there's anything else. Is there anything else, Ian or Zach? Is there any other ways you guys concealed boners?
I would rarely ever get them at school, but as soon as I got home and was like sitting on the toilet when I was 13, that was it.
What?
Wait.
What?
You pop a bony on the toilet?
Yeah, because it's like your space to like do your business.
You mean you jerk off?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not. All right.
You didn't read the question accordingly.
I apologize.
Where else have you masturbated,
He was
Zach?
just eager to let us know.
All right. So you would shit and jerk off?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Just taking
Would you
care of
shit
everything at
first?
once.
Would you jerk off after you shit?
Yeah. Well, it really depends how big the shit is. Like, you know. Like,
You would shit while jerking off.
No. I don't
Oh
even
my
know.
God.
If that's
Always separate.
I don't know if that's possible, but you know, like, it was either one before the other. Yeah.
So you sit there, do you flush the bowl before you jerk off, or do you
Yeah,
sit over the shit?
I can't jerk off when there's shit in the toilet.
So you flush and then you jerk.
Yeah.
It still stinks, probably though.
Yeah. But like, you know, you have like a smell. You know, it's like your own.
Yeah.
smell.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
I smell my own farts. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
I love it.
I love it.
He loves it.
I don't love it.
Yeah, you wouldn't admit it. You don't like to smell your own farts? Not even a little bit? You're not intrigued?
Like it? No.
You're not intrigued? You're not intrigued, at least? Interested?
Interested in what?
The smell.
No.
Fucking liar. That's like a biological fact that people like to smell their own farts.
Like they enjoy it?
I think so.
You think
Dan, do you like the smell of your own farts?
I'm sorry, I can't back you up.
Ian,
on
do you like
this
the
one.
smell of your own farts?
Me and Ian, we're out. We're out
guys
on
are
this one.
liars.
Sorry,
You
dude.
started by saying it's a fact, and then
Well-
you finished with "I think so."
I think this is another debate. I think people like to smell their own farts.
I will give you that. I can tolerate it.
I can
more than
tolerate
others.
it,
for sure.
right?
For sure, because
it's
you're used
me.
to it.
Yeah.
I savor the scent.
No, you don't.
I swear to
I
God.
don't believe you.
Why? You smell it and you enjoy it. You breathe deeply on it.
You're just doing a yay move.
I am not. I like to smell my own farts. There's a lot of people out there that agree. So this is another one of these things we need to explore. And I'm being genuine, by the way. I'm serious. Why would I admit to that?
That's very true.
Why would I lie about liking the smell of my own
Because
farts?
you're
Being controversial?
doing a goof.
I'm not. Ela wants desperately not to believe this, is what I'm hearing. There was another one. Somebody asked, in the spirit of all these conversations, Adi Zetzler asked, I was always convinced everyone picks their nose. Picking your nose ventilates it effectively and enables you to breathe much easier. Furthermore, scraping a nice dry chunk of snot out of your nose is the best feeling ever. To me, it seems like a basic human necessity, but maybe those are just my own habits. Ever since you started these types of conversations on your podcast, I started doubting my judgment on what's normal and what is not more and more. So do you pick your nose? If so, which finger do you use? Also, I am pretty sure there are people who even eat their boogers.
Gross.
I am not sure whether it is only kids or adults too. Personally, I always found it gross, so I never did. Do you? So,
We're discussing all the taboo.
dude, we're breaking the norm tonight on 60 Minutes. I think everyone picks their nose, but there's certain levels to it. Like, if I'm in the shower, I find it gross.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm in the shower, that's a good place to pick my nose. But generally, I'll try to use a tissue or something just because I just think it's kind of gross personally. But I think everyone picks their nose.
Yeah.
I tell you what's grosser that I've seen people do. You're just walking with somebody on the street, and just out of nowhere, without saying anything, they go.
Oh my god.
That's fucking the worst.
That is.
I'm like,
That is
who
the
are
worst.
you?
That is the worst.
You're just having a conversation, and mid-conversation, Sean Balog does that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why are you calling Sean out?
Whatever, he doesn't care. And then it won't come out, so they'll go.
That's so
I'm walking
gross.
on the street with Shredder the other day, and someone's just walking across the street from me, and they go.
Why would you do that in sight of another human being? You'd be a lunatic.
Some people think that's normal.
I guess.
That's fucking wild. You all right, Hila? That shit's crazy. So picking the nose, I think I agree. Eating boogers is fucked up. If you're under the age of 8 and you eat boogers, you're a fucking weirdo.
Over, but yeah.
Actually, you know what? I shouldn't say. I don't want to
Like
shame
even
people. There's
as a
booger
kid, I didn't do it.
I never did it as my personal preference. I seen some friends where I look over and they're like trying to like low key eat their bugs.
Really?
What?
When I was a kid. When I was a kid.
Oh.
So I know people do that. I don't want to shame booger eaters because we're getting out there. We're putting it all out there. So I do think there's a large percentage of adults that eat their boogers in secret. The idea to me
I
is
can
frankly
see
repulsive.
that. Yeah.
Why?
I don't think Zach
What
or
is the
Ian would
appeal?
ever
Just
admit
watch
to-
like TLC, and then anything is possible.
People like it. I don't know. It's like smelling your own fart. To me, that makes sense, but eating a booger makes me want to fucking die. Ian or Zach, I have to ask for posterity. Do any of you guys pick your nose or eat your bugs?
I would rather lick dog poop than eat a booger.
What about your own booger?
Absolutely not.
Ian?
It's disgusting.
No, never.
You're lying. Ian eats his own bugs.
Only Ian gets the skepticism.
I don't know. He came in too dry and too fast. So anyway, that was interesting conversation. I guess that's about it, eh?
Yeah.
That about does it.
Dog becomes mayor. Is that something interesting or no?
A dog became a mayor.
That's it. There you go. That's the story. Well, there's this whole story about a dog is getting reelected as mayor. And what it made me think about is, what does this say about the job mayor?
I saw people in the video say like he did good. I'm like, what does that mean?
He's a good boy.
But being the mayor is a serious job. Like, you
Yeah.
get paid. Like, you have responsibilities. Like, what does this say about all government jobs?
I think in a lot
Does
of
it
times
mean
the
his
mayor's
owner is
ceremonial.
the mayor?
The mayor of LA is a serious job.
Yeah, but I think in smaller towns the mayor is like a ceremonial thing. Like the city council really runs shit, and then the mayor. I know this completely from Parks and Rec, so take this all with me.
You're
Everything I
basing
know,
everything
I know is
shows.
based off
Damn.
of shows and movies I've
You're
seen. So
calling
yeah.
all the knowledge in the question. And you know what? They said it cost $1 to vote for the mayor.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Wait, really?
No, to run, you mean?
No, a vote. $1 vote. Probably not that serious of an election then.
It costs to vote?
That's what I recall from the video we're not going to watch. All right, that's enough of this. Thank you, everyone who watched. Thank you, everyone who listened. Thank you, everyone who enjoyed. I hope you're having a blessed Friday. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Thank you to everyone who's taking notes diligently right now to cast their essay on H3 Productions and how I've changed, which is true. I have changed, and so there's definitely something there. How I've compromised my morals for money. That's a popular one. There's all the evidence there you can pull from. And yeah, there's a lot there. So I wish you all the best with your essay, and we all look forward to watching that. So guys, thank you all, and of course using this clip and being like,
Yeah.
look how he doesn't take criticism.
Yeah.
Look how he makes fun of the fact that he's just a shill. I look forward to that as well. And I thank you for taking everything into consideration, my dear friends. Have a blessed, blessed weekend. Thank you all so much. And thank you all for enjoying our new video. That meant a lot. It was very nice to see.
Yeah.
It felt good. It was a very wholesome experience that I was very happy about. So, and I'll see hopefully a lot of you tomorrow at Rip and Dip.
Yeah.
At our little meet and greet. Looking forward to all of that. And so much more. Hila's pregnant, by the way. We had a whole thing about
Wait, huh?
food. We had a whole thing about food you can't eat. and shit.
Yeah, we can talk about it next.
Deli meats.
You got 9 months to talk about it.
Hila can't
Yeah.
eat deli meats. I was like, if Hila can't eat deli meats when she was pregnant, we all should not be eating deli meats. That's freaky. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But that's not how it works. It's not. It's just. It's sensitive to the little peep. The little peep of a baby that it is right now.
Yeah.
The outro song's almost over.
Okay. All right, we better go.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed weekend. We love you. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Bye.